What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, I know, but we're back. Got something to do. Got another car in my shed today. This thing. This is my friend's S13 drift car as well. The rear main seal leaks on it, so I'm going to be whipping out the gearbox today. Well, you know, for this video. To replace that for him, and I'll probably do another video because he wants a new power steering reservoir made, because this is the factory one and it's all dicky and the hose is all fucked and shit. So I'll make a new one out of aluminium, much like my one, much like that one that I've got going on. I'm going to redo my one as well because my one's not baffled and the fluid gets thrown up like crazy and it leaks and stuff, so it annoys me. So I'll make me one as well while I do the one for this car, and we'll run PTFE lines in this thing as well, because it's just got the standard rub ones over, and they're a bit shit, so we're a bit poor condition. So yeah, that'll be on the video today. If you want to know a little bit about the car, RB30 motor. I think it makes like high 400 kilowatts, like 600 horse or something. Yeah, it's got a G-force box in it, G-force 4-speed, so should be nice to pull apart, really. Should come out pretty easily, but yeah, pretty cool. It's got GK Tech rear end in it, like hubs and arms and stuff, and it's got wise fab in the front, as you can see. Bit of cheat codes there. I've driven this car once before at Taupo Track 3, and yeah, fucking driving on wise fab's just so easy. It's nice. Takes the stress out of fucking spinning on the wheel and going crazy with like standard knuckles and stuff. So yeah, let's crack on to it, I suppose. I've got the day off, well, half the day off today. We'll change some hours at work, so I've got Friday Arvos off all the time now. Just do a little bit extra during the Monday to Thursday, so that's cool. Get the Arvos on Friday to bloody chill out or do more work. So yeah, crack on to it, get this box out. Hopefully it'll come out in about 15 minutes. I don't know if you can see this from under here, but yeah, bloody cross member. Take the drive shaft out. It's a one-piece drive shaft, which is nice because we undo the rear bolts and just slip her out. Unbolt the gear shifter and the exhaust, and pretty much comes out, so quite bloody easy actually. Shouldn't take too long at all. Alright, it's only been a couple of minutes. Drive shaft out, exhaust off. This exhaust actually just slips onto the dump pipe here. Like they've just made this slightly bigger, so it just slides over, which is quite handy for removal. It's a bit dark under here. Probably should open up that door to get some light in, but got all the bell housing bolts out. We've just left one up in there just for safety while I take the back off, and then we'll undo it, slide her out. So easy peasy. Alright, I opened the door up so it makes it way easier to see. So yeah, come out in no time at all. Breeze to change if you've done something at the track. I might have to give this car a check over too, because loose bolt. You don't want loose bolts. Bad. Well, she's on the ground. Next we'll rip that clutch plate off in the flywheel and see how leaky boy she is. I've actually gotten so lazy now in my later years of being a mechanic that if I can't get a power tool on a bolt, I get really upset because I don't want to undo it by hand. But I had to crack the flywheel bolts by hand because my gun's not grunty enough to like initially break them off. But yeah, I've been crying about it ever since. I just braced it on a bolt with a bent screwdriver on the tooth there, cracked it. So it wasn't too bad, but there it is, the rear main seal. It's a little bit damp. I don't know if you can see it through this because of the sunlight. A little bit damp around there, so whip that out and put a new one in. Rear main seal, screwdriver, push away from the sealing surface on the crankshaft, push up into the outside of the seal, and like yay, done. That's that out. Work the new one in. You just want to run your finger too where the seal has been running, just to make sure that it doesn't, because sometimes after a while the seal can actually like make a groove in the shaft it's running on. I've seen it a couple times on camshaft, that there's a little lip on there and it's deep enough that the new seal won't actually seal on it well, and it will still leak. So it's best just to check that there's no lip there, because otherwise you have to run a speedy sleeve over top of it. Got our new seal here. Magic, put it in. Cutscene. But yeah, just put a rubber grease around the inside lip there. You don't need anything on the outside. You can run Loctite or like a sealant if you want on them, but you know the factory doesn't, so it's probably not too important. Make sure your surfaces are nice and clean. And I like to try push it in. You can usually push them in quite far. I like to push them in with my thumbs, like either side, to get it as far as you can, and then just tap around the outside lightly with a punch to get it the rest of the way. It'll actually sit up flush against these tabs in the back here, or it's got a lip at the back of the cover there, so the seal will actually just rest up against there and bottom out. But some motors don't have anything for seals to go up against, and you can actually, I've done it before when I was an apprentice, push the seal in too far and it fucking folds into the crank case. So yeah, it's not fun, but this one will not have that issue. So yeah, I'll get some tools and whack her in. If you're going to punch them in too, because obviously it's not an ideal wheel and we don't all have the special tool like a manufacturer would. Usually just have a big cone that goes over the top and they press them in like that, but we don't live in a wheel like that. We have them in our garage. So if you're doing it with a punch, like get it right on the, I like to hit it right on the edge there where it's solid. Don't hit it like right on the inside, because you'll fold the inside lip over and then it will leak. So I think the gearbox input shaft seals got a bit of a leak as well. So I'm just going to shoot it down to work and give it a steam clean, because it's filthy. There's a paint like handle at home, because I haven't got any fucking hand cleaner here at the moment. So I'm getting pretty dirty doing it. So I'm just going to take it down to work and give it a steam clean so it's nice and clean to work on, and check the input shaft seal, see if it's leaking. I think it is. Let's go! So I got the box back home now, nice and clean, but there's the input shaft seals behind here, so you take this plate off and it's just resting in its housing. So I'll get another one for it and replace it as well, just while it's apart, because I'm pretty sure that was leaking. There was a bunch of like clean oil on the adapter plate here, like sandwiched between it, so I think it's been coming out and going down in between the sandwich plate and leaking as well. So yeah, while it's apart, might as well do it. It's only a small seal, so it won't be too expensive. So yeah, I'll have to order one of those and crack back onto it in a few days, because it's the weekend now, so won't get one. But that's all good. Hey Tobias. Hey boys. Alright guys, it's the next day. I got my GoPro charged now, so I'll film on this. I did yesterday on my phone, so I don't know what the quality is like, but being a newish Samsung, it should be decent enough. So Anyway, this gearbox, I will need to wait, like I said before, obviously, for the to get an input seal for it to get it all back together. I was hoping to do the whole job in one video for you, but probably won't be the case, so I'm going to have to wait till next week to sort of finish it off. I kind of wanted to release the video over the weekend here, because I know how much you guys miss me, so I'll probably show you guys what I'm doing with the power steering reservoirs anyway, and probably do a little bit on that and then release the video like that, and we'll just do the rest of it next week probably. So yeah, that's how that's going. But anyway, these are the power steering reservoirs. I've just got that spaced up on some stuff to keep it in the center, up towards the top there. So that's the baffle plate for the center, because I'm going to have like a weld on AN. What can I dummy up for you guys? So the fitting's going to come in maybe at this stage like that. So it's going to be like a swirl pot, so the returning fluid's going to come in through here and hopefully swirl around the top and then drain through those holes into the bottom. And that's just to kind of help with aeration, because my one is poorly designed at the moment and the fitting comes straight through, and what it does, it just smashes the back of the reservoir and it fucking shakes up all the fluid and it gets real aerated. And as you know, aeration is bad for any pump because it causes cavitation, like air pockets in the pump, and it can fuck them. So to reduce that, I'm hoping that sort of design like a swirl pot, like a radiator or a cooling system swirl pot, sort of gets all the swirling, stops all gets all the air out and hopefully lowers it. But I don't know if I'm 100% set on that design. I'll have a look online, probably do some googling and see what some actual like other designs are that other people have done. I've seen one where it comes in like a T-joint and spreads it out, so it doesn't, it slows the fluid right down before it gets into the reservoir. But we'll see what we're doing at this stage though. This is what I'm doing. So yeah, that'll be that. Obviously I've just hole sawed these out, aluminium plate. That'll be the bottom. Roll that on there. I'll probably just tack that in there. I won't go right around because you get the heat marks on the outside and it will make the reservoir look gross. So I'll just probably tack it in 4 spots just to lower the, so it looks prettier on the outside. I've got some lids too, some nice AliExpress lids to weld on the top. So another one be like that. And then we'll just weld like a AN10 fitting on the bottom there. Either straight out that way, or I'll do it on an angle so it's coming like on a 45 out the bottom. I haven't decided yet. And then I don't know, I think I might make a bracket, sort of like a factory car would, like a quick release bracket. Well, not like a quick release, but something for it just to like go in and then slide down and clip on instead of bolting it to something. But we'll decide the further in we get to it. Anyway, so yeah, probably won't, I'll probably take that in and then be done really, because I can't really take the top and bottom plates on before I drill the holes, because we'll get shavings in there and then I won't be able to get rid of them. But we'll see how we go. Alright, I got it tagged in there. There's a little bit of an air gap right around the outside, because obviously the hole saw dimension and the pipe dimensions are slightly different for some reason. The hole saw a 3.5 inch hole, and I think it's the outside that's 3.5 inch of the hole saw, obviously. So you're left with the centre that's slightly under 3.5 inch, but that'll be alright because the fluid can just drain over the edges and those little gaps as well as through those holes, so that'll work good. So the reservoir for the S13, I'm gonna probably, as suggested by a mate, his one's in here, because RB power steering pumps are lower on the motor than the JZ ones, so you can run them a little bit lower because obviously it'll still gravity feed into the feed. As for the return line, probably have to, well, I don't think it matters what side of the reservoir it comes in, because if we face it outwards, either way it's going to be good. So yeah, mine will be a little bit different though, because see how high the power steering pump sits on a JZ. It sits a little bit higher up on the motor, so I have to run one just a little bit up there. If I had tubs or something, or factory guard, I don't know if it would actually feed, but yeah, we'll see how we get on with it anyway. There might be They might be slightly designed a little bit different as mounting, but I'll get to that when we get to it, really. So cool. Alright, this is one of the reservoirs kind of just tacked together to eyeball it. So that's how it's going to go. It's quite a big lid actually. But yeah, so we've got our port on the side there for our return line will be like -6, so about this size, but it will come in like that. So it'll look like that from the top. So it'll come in, swirl around, and then drain through those drain through those baffle holes there. I haven't got the hole drilled for the centre of this yet either, so I'll probably cut these tacks off and when I weld the fitting on here, just to make sure, sometimes on the back side, especially if you're not purge welding, on the back side you can get like little weld growths out of the steel. So I'll weld it on, then go through and make sure it's all nice, and I'll trim it off if it's got anything like that going through there. And then at the same time I'll probably make this hole, I won't make it the same size because then it gives it the opportunity to splash up into the lid as well, even though it's got a seal in it. I don't know if it needs to be vented slightly or not, when it has a little pinhole to vent it. And if that was the case, then it would splash up through the vent hole. So I'll probably just make that like 12mm hole or something, just so you can get the fluid in there. Power steering fluid is pretty thin, so it'll fucking go through there, no dramas. So yeah, that's that'll be that. I haven't got any fittings though, obviously, like I said earlier, I think. So I have to order some fittings, so I'll just have to order some -6 weld-ons and some -10 weld-ons for the supply line. And yeah, get that all done and make up a little bracket, just decide how I'm going to mount them, and that'll be that all done. Well, reservoirs anyway, I've still got a PTFE this car, so my car's already done, so there's no worries. But yeah, so I have to order some piping, not some pipes, some line and fittings, and yeah, nip it all up. It should be good to go, and then hopefully get that seal for that box as well, whack that in, and that car will be pretty much ready to go drifting again. I'll give it a quick bolt check too, just because a couple of bolts I see were a little loose, so I'll go over it and give it a bit of a check for them while I'm there, and yeah, go from there. But anyway, I'll see you guys next week-ish probably for the next video, where I finish up those and put their box in. So cheers for watching, peace.